We finally made it down here. I had to go get a couple things ready before I got down here. So we'll give it a little bit, let some people hop in here real quick. Um, I'll quit moving you around so much. So if you're new to this live, we've got several of our people that has been here and has helped us along the way. There's Kevin. There's Tina. Hey Tina, thank you so much for coming in as well and hanging out. Um, so, like I said, I decided to go ahead and do a live stream down here. But as y'all know, it's a lot of work down here. I try to read the comments as I can. I don't get them all the time, so I know y'all understand. Elizabeth just placed the order. Get the live stream going there. There's Mark. There's Neil. I totally understand, Neil. I understand. I'm from Canada. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, I know people's got a lot of things to do. I'm just going to go ahead and honestly, it kind of feels like I'm not down here by myself when I do go live. So, for our regulars, if we have new people join us, please help me with the comments, explain what's going on, and encourage them to like and subscribe to our family. So this is the part that a lot of people don't see on our channel, because who wants to sit here and see cleaning on videos, things like that. So we do this off camera. This is the part where I told y'all the other day in the video that when we clean these out, I leave water in these for a little while, especially if I got to run and take care of something, and then I come back and clean them out. Because it's so much easier to get this gummy stuff off of here. Tammy, thank you so much for coming over. We appreciate it. Kevin, hope you had a great night, bud. I know we got a lot of stuff accomplished today on the chicken coop. I might post that on the, I'll send you the picture here after a bit. Howdy from Tampa, Florida. I don't have no coffee down here right now because it's hot, and I think what I'm going to do on the coffee pot is I'm probably going to set it in the other room, just because you know, from time to time flies do get in here, and I don't want that on my coffee. But yeah, I think I'm going to build something and put it back there in our back storage building or storage room. Because honestly, down here about this time, I really don't get much time to drink coffee. Now in the mornings when I come down, I do, just trying to get the day started. So it never fails, the beauty of the sound. Yeah, when you put these baby chicks in these tanks, it's like they aim to poop inside their little container, which I know they get up here and roost on them, And that's the reason why you got to change them out every single day. If not, you are going to have a mess. And that's when that's when everything becomes very timely. It takes so long to do everything. It's because you're having to come down here and do this twice a day, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Hey Aaron, how are you? So many different chickens you have. Yeah, we have Jubilee Orpingtons, chocolate Orpingtons, buttercups, black Cochins, black Polish, red Polish. The leaves were getting in the way. So yeah, we do have several different types of chickens. That just means next year we are going to be up and good with raising some birds for sure. That's right. Brandon, I enjoy all of your babies. Well, thank you so much. Love watching y'all's channel. Kayson, thank you. We can't thank y'all enough for y'all's love and support. Hey, Connie, let's hit that thumbs up button. Thank you. Like, I know this has become like a kind of a lot of people enjoy this, and I was shocked when, you know, so many people wanted this to see what I do down here, which I don't mind. It kind of gives me something. It takes a little bit more time, but it's like I'm not by myself down here, so. But just to kind of give you some heads up, we're going to be moving some baby chicks out of their little bitty pens today. And then we are going to sit. We got some peacock eggs and stuff. I don't know if you can see them here on the table, but going to show you some peacock eggs. For the ones that have never seen peacock eggs, turkey eggs, guinea eggs, and chicken eggs, I'm going to show you all that here in just a little bit. Yeah, I bet you are tired. It's very peaceful with the sound of baby chicks, Jason said. Yeah. Are the turtles in the pond snapping turtles? I googled it. Turtles eat duck eggs. Oh, if turtles eat duck eggs, per Google, they do in fact eat duck eggs and baby ducks. Yeah, so that's what I thought, but we're trying everything we can to actually get them guys out of there, because for one, I don't want them to hurt any more of those. Upstate, how are you, Solar? Thank you so much for stopping in. Nikki, my chicken is now awake. That's awesome, because here's your baby chick chirping. She has been trying to brood lately, but she has a boyfriend. Well, we got one of them that's brooding. The outside, what I call barnyard, we kind of let them, some of them go brooding. Steph wants to have some hen mamas hatch out some eggs. And like I say, we got so many, it's crazy. Once you and your son put out chickens in the coop. Well, thank you. Yeah. Are you line breeding, or do you have multiple roosters? Yeah, they're full blood. Definitely doing the line breeding. Now, the ones that run free are not. We just call them barnyard here. Yeah, there's my old good handy dandy doom bugs. Gosh, I can't stand them. At least these ain't alive. So the lids I always put in here, and I'll let them soak for a while now that we got extra lids, just because it's easier to get them cleaned off that way. We'll let that run and catch up there. And boys, do we have a treat for y'all tonight. This is going to be something new for us as well. Welcome as a basic member. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that love and support. Who puts in an AC unit in the kitchen, especially at the sink? Well, here's the deal. When we moved out here, this is what we lived in for a year. We lived in an RV. We moved to this land bare and started a farm from nothing. So just kind of how it is. This is a little tiny cabin. Like I say, there's a lot of people, you know, looking back on it, would I do it again? I don't know. I mean, I did at the time, but it was pretty stressful. But we never went without. So I thought you did a good job on the tiny house. Well, thank you. I did too. Love the sounds of the chicks. Awesome. Yeah, it is a beautiful sound. I will be honest. A beautiful sound. Somebody just sent 5 members or something. Yeah, looks like somebody just shared 5 members. Thank you so much, Sherry. I think they're Sherry. Trying to get all this stuff. Alright, that's soaking now. Get in there. Get down there and get in that stuff good. Get in there. There you go. So, I'm going to move this stuff on down. So like I said a while ago, we are going to be setting some duck eggs. We did, move some outside, so we do have more room in here. I mean, the baby chick stuff is slowing down, but we still got some. And I'm kind of glad we are slowing down because, man, we've been building pens after pens after pens, but we're getting there. We are getting there. This is kind of like my little home away from my home. I don't know what I'm going to do when the baby chick season's gone. I'm going to have to find something else. I've been spending so much time down here. Yep. Jamie Mark says here, the Philip Miller to help. A couple more shirt display cases and some other stuff in the case. You all did what I asked in the email, and no big hurry for a shirt. Alright, I'll go check the email. Yeah, well, I'll check the email. It probably won't be tonight because as soon as I get done here, I go straight in, take a shower, and get the sack. But let me get these dried off real quick because I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do. This is new, what I got in here. But if y'all was watching Steph's video, y'all might know what I've already got in here. That's right. And Michael, thank you so much, man, for all your love and support to or family and animals. Alright, then we'll drop the table here. Alright, so I'm sure everybody knows what you can bushwhacker when you check season is up. Yeah, bushwhacker needs his own state of mind. He's something else. Red ear sliders need to be moved because of the damage to the pond as far as veggie water. Yeah, we've got to get them out of there. Hey Brandon, greetings from South California. Haven't seen the cat lately. So, like I was telling them on the last or Steph's live, he doesn't actually stay in the shed like he was. And I know I seen him yesterday. He was underneath the shed. He comes up and eats, but then I think he's found the feral cats. But I told Steph once he comes back up here, and we'll just catch him and probably go get him neutered. Somebody said get him neutered. Do you have snapping turtles in there? Now, I have caught snapping turtles out there before. So this is a turkey egg. Turkey eggs always have these little bitty brown spots on them there. I mean, this is kind of dirty, but it's got little speckles. And this is a peacock egg. You can see how much bigger it is than a turkey egg. This is a chicken egg. And this is a guinea egg. You can kind of tell by the guinea egg. I'll show that. It's shaped in a unique way. I don't know what you would call that, but it's kind of cone shaped at the top. But those are the guinea eggs. These are the guys we're going to be setting tonight. I think we got one. Oh, I forgot duck eggs. Duck eggs are right there. They're a little bit bigger or the same size as turkey, but that's a peacock. So we do have 3. Looks like we have 3 peacock eggs and a few duck. So we'll sit down here just a little bit. That's a duck. But what we're going to do first is we're going to be moving some baby chicks. We had not been using this water trough. So I was talking to Steph in that last live, and I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this because if y'all remember, we had a large hatch of about 200 actually hatched. So I always like to keep them inside, let them out here for at least a week or two before we actually move them to the outside. Make sure they got feathers, and then I go through them and make sure that they actually, there's some of them that's going to be smaller than others. So, should have brought this in sooner, but I just thought of it the other day. We will definitely be able to fit a bunch of them in here. It's going to be harder to catch them. But that'd be alright. I would rather them run around in this. They got plenty of room. So well, thank you so much for the 1999 super chat. I'm gonna chop that name up, but it's Hopper on Love 4. Thank you so much. Good night, you all. Late here. All right, JRK. Thank you so much for stopping in. Wow, this was awful nice of the person that sent the file membership. Yes, it's amazing, Terry. Hey Max, how are you? How is the baby donkey? The baby donkey's doing good. Update video is going to be coming out here pretty quick. Oh, you couldn't see me there, so I'm going to turn that so you can kind of get the whole room a little bit. Maybe you can get some of the sink there. Now, I was reading some of these comments while I'm going. How many chicks do you have altogether? We have about 700 now, I think. That's what I'm guessing. So, but I may be off some, but I know there are a bunch. This thing's gonna take up more pads, but that's okay. I'll just have to buy some more. Well, hopefully we ain't got to keep them in this, they ain't going to stay in here awful too long, because boy howdy, this is going to eat through some pads here. Launch. Hello from Oregon. Since most of the birds or dual-purpose eggs and meat have either harvested any free-range chickens. No, we haven't harvested any of them of our own. What do you do if you end up with a bunch of roosters? Honestly, they just sit here and live their life out. Not unless we take them to the auction or whatever, but most of the time, we'll just leave them there. Do you see the news clip of a kangaroo hopping down the interstate? No, I haven't seen that. But our plans are for next year. We are going to try to have everything set up to where we can actually have a hatchery. Obviously, it's not going to be in this building. We want to build a bigger building. But this, and it might not be a full-blown hatchery next year. It might just be where we sell them to our friends or take them to the auction or something. This just kind of gives me something to do with Kayson. Kayson loves birds or chickens. And it just kind of gives me something to do with him. Hi from Canada. Thank you so much for stopping in. Brenda, the guy. No, so he has not actually picked them up. I did call him. He's never showed up. So if this Jeff doesn't show up tomorrow, I am going to actually just take them and turn them loose in the creek back there because the creek is way up right now. It is way up. So we will probably end up doing that if he does not hurry back. So let me go ahead and get this feeder going. So we got 2 feeders because I got another water trough in here. And what I'm going to do, because it's so hard to actually get those babies out and switch them out, I'm going to put those babies in here, and then we will put them back in there after I change the pads out. So yeah, it's going to be a little late night, but it is what it is. But as long as I get a lot of this stuff done tonight, that just means tomorrow it ain't going to be so bad. Because this has got to be done no matter what. All right, fellers, I'm going to turn y'all around so I can get to these other ones, and then I will try to catch up on some comments here in a minute. So if y'all remember, I had like a dog kennel in there earlier, the last little batch of chickens. So a lot of these are from there because they kept getting out. And the smaller ones are the ones that we just emptied out this earlier before it got dark. And so this one, we've already pulled the mat out of it. I actually moved all this before I went live because this thing was really huge and it took up a lot of room. So what I do with this one, I'll go ahead and scrape it because they've already been in it. I'm going to do that and then I'll bleach the bottom of it real quick. talking about being. If you get a chance, Linda, stop by. They're every Sunday. Second, I'll take a break in a minute and read some of those comments. One is loose. Yeah, he's been loose, or she, whichever one it is. That's been our mascot. Good night, Jennifer. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hitting that like button. Hey, y'all from the UK. There's a baby chick out. Yeah, he's been out for a couple days. That is our mascot. Not really good. So I gotta go back here and get another bag of feed. This little guy, like I said, he's been out for a few days. He doesn't run and get out. So we're gonna go ahead and get some water ready now, and I'll put in there, and then we'll put some new little ones in there, and the big ones will stay in this big one. Honestly, I'm glad to get a lot of these out of the small pens over there, just because it does take a lot to take care of them, especially going in and feeding them every day and cleaning each one of those pens out. Definitely takes up a lot of time. But that's just what it is. And also, we're going to check and see if any of the peacock eggs are good. I think we're coming up to where we can actually check the to see if the eggs are fertile or not. So I put 3 waters in this one. And let's go over here and see which ones we are going to pick first. Well, I'll just have to point y'all back here in some way. I do know that we're going to get the turkeys out of this one. I've just got to find somewhere to put. Oh, where's my big one? We'll get some water out first. Put these guys in here real quick. It's hard when I don't have a camera person, but I do with this now is I will take this outside here in a minute, and I got a tank back there, and we will dip it in that tank, and it is set for a couple hours. Well, it is set until the morning, and then I will come back and get it in the morning and clean it, and it'll be super easy to clean. So, let me get a few comments here. I'm sorry the camera work ain't very good. New life is beautiful. Yes, it is. You do great with the help, and without, we just love watching and learning. Well, thank you so much. Seeing, hearing all those baby chicks absolutely warms my soul. Yes. It's beautiful sound. It is definitely a beautiful sound. How did the little one make out that you put in with the quail? I'm trying to think. We put so many in there. We've only lost 3 in the probably week and a half. All of them are God's creatures. Yes, it is. How many ducks? Robert, I don't know. We're fixing to get them out here in a minute. I know I'm going to get all the turkey out and put the turkey in. How are the black copper Marans? They are doing wonderful. They're actually in this tote here. We got 18 of them. I don't know how you get all this done on Sunday since you have to go to work. Well, because I got a wonderful wife. My wife, even everything else that she does on Sunday, she steps up and she does my job in here, watering and feeding. And then when I get home, time is 2 a.m., sometimes it's 3. But when I get home at 2, I come in and go through and water again. You share your last name with my dad. His name was Eddy. Oh, really? That's neat. The little one did not look good. I have it pulled out. I'm fixing to get the turkeys out there, so if there's a chicken in there, we know why. Sweet, yep. Yeah, and not just my wife, my kids help as well. So even when we go on road trips and stuff, just me and Steph, Leighton a lot of times has ball games here and he can't leave, so he will actually stay and take care of the actual farm as well. You and Steph make a good team. You have a beautiful family. Well, thank you. Yes, she is. She's literally my best friend. You know, I don't think with the women or girls that I've dated all my life, I don't think there's one that could ever stand by me like Stephanie has. Even through the hard times, even when I had a full-time job in doing YouTube and then trying to create a farm, there was some hard times, you know. Like I said before, when we first moved out here, I was ashamed of saying this, but there was a reason why we moved out here in the RV. Is we could not afford to pay rent and a land payment. But I was embarrassed to say that. But I'm not now. I mean, that was 3.5 years ago, or we were still learning the process, but now we've become open with everyone. Brandon, you have a remarkable family. Well, thank you. I've learned a lot about life on farm, life, and animals from your channel and Arms Family Homestead. Yes, Daniel and DJ are great people, for sure. Been watching you every day. Went to watch a couple other videos, and now you're live. Yep. Well, we did there for a little while, but then once we went to purchase the land back here, they was asking about things for collateral, and I told them I had this here, and we've got 20,000 in it. It's 10,000, and then we put about 13, 14 into getting this ready, and they basically said it's a shed. And I was just like stunned. A shed? Like, we've got tons of money into this. He said that doesn't matter. So after that, I decided we wasn't putting no more money into this, and we was going to put the blue house as a chicken house, but we still had to run electricity, so we felt like this was the smart thing to do. I don't know how many turtles are in that pond. Oh, okay, I think I remember now, so I'm fixing to take a look. I'm going to look in there real quick, because I do want to get the turkey out. I need to get me my little deal to transport them. Oh man, everything's falling. Get back in there. All right. So I want to turn it this way. See if we can. All right, little quail, back up, back up. Y'all quail, boy, they ain't very far back from getting ready to start laying eggs. Whoop, you stay in there, quail. Y'all quail stay in there. Is this him? Is that the same color? I'll put you in there with the turkeys. He's a big filler. Get back here. Oh. Get back in there. Back up. Oh, that's a quail. That's a white quail. All right, get in there. All right, looks like we got 6 quail. Was that the baby chick? I think it was. I think so. It was the bottom. Did not look right. It was. The color could change as they get older. Hey, get back down in there, clerk. All right, we're going to turn the camera back this way. All right. Actually, I'm going to put these turkey in here with these big guys. Here, you can go in there with it. So this is the only, I mean, here's the deal. There's his baby feathers. They're pretty dark. Don't forget to like this live, guys. I think that's the one. Name him Rocky. Yeah, he's a little fighter for sure. I forgot all about that. It's so crazy how fast the bottom actually heals up. That looks like that's going to be a little rooster too. There you go, buddy. See how fast? See how fast these mats get dirty? All right, so let me look at these next ones. Those are a little bit too small there. I think these will go. Number 13. Let me look at the date on 13. Let me see if I got a date for 13. I started logging them down a little different. The 13 was born the 18th, so they're about 2 weeks old. 15, 28, 2 days. Yeah, they're about 14, 15 days old. So that's going to be 13, 4, 3, 12. Y'all are a little bit smaller, so y'all are going to go in the back. Y'all going to go in the back of these little guys. Make sure y'all match first. Oh yeah. Yeah. Come here, fellas. Some of them grow a little bit faster than others. And then once I find one that's getting bigger and growing faster than the other ones, I actually take them and put them in the big one. All right, let me look here. I got some more turkey and ducks up here. Honestly, I need to get something to put the ducks in. I may put the ducks in with the little ones back there. Let's check them out. Where'd y'all go? Where's the little ducks go? Y'all make ducks, are y'all? No. Nope. The ducks need their own. Let me ask y'all, does ducks need their own? Yeah, that ain't no joke. If I was a predator and heard all that chirp, yeah. Watch those ducks in the pond as the turtles will attack them. Yeah, that's what we're afraid of. I went back and checked. That's the chick. You double tap the screen. Some food you said before. I would. They make a mess worse than chicks. If you're watching on the phone, they'll be okay together? Okay. That's not Dean said they'll be okay. I'm going to put them with these guys down here. Come here, guys. Y'all making a mess. Look at these little guys. Little ducks. Let me shut this door so they don't run out. We finally got us some little bitty ducks. They're growing good. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, where you going? Where you going, huh? Where y'all going? Oh, y'all warming up? Oh, look at them. They're all calm now. Ducks and chickens do very well together. Yes, they will do good together. Okay. Ducks more messier than chicks. They want to run. That's called the duck in the ear. Look at those babies. Ducks grow fast. Yes, they do. Do you feed the ducks and the turkeys their own straight feed? No, right now they just get what we feed in here. And then outside they get the same mix that I mix for everything else. I've seen ducks and chickens put together. Goodness, they were really ready to go. Yes, they are. All right, so if they're messy, they're probably going to make a mess in here. I just love it. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Mark said he went back and checked. That is the chick. Okay, well, it's a fighter. Looky there. You see that duck in there? You see that duck? Huh? That's so precious. It looks like we have 10 of these, 10 ducks. There's some more there. Look at there. We just love it. We've never hatched ducks before, so we think it's pretty cool. Yeah. Ain't that right? There's something over here fighting. Y'all fighting? I've got black legs. That's so neat. Now, guys, I will say it is messy, and y'all just seen me put this stuff in here. So when the haters come in here and say I don't ever change this out, y'all just seen me put this in there. Yes, they're so adorable. They are adorable. So these are the little black copper morans right here. So those guys right there, they love jumping up in the air and starting to learn to fly. Look at all those babies. All right, put you back up here. It's already 1 o'clock, so I gotta try to get with the program, see what else I got in here that needs to go out. I don't know if I got anything that's big enough that can actually go in there. Number 4, it's ready to go out, but I don't think you guys. I don't. These guys are too small for this one, I think. Oh yeah, the turkey are going to fly out of here. Yeah, you're too small for this one. I want to get y'all out, but y'all are just a little bit too small. Yeah, a little bit too small. The quails just want to stay there. Well, everything else is. That's number 3. Number 3 is there too. So what I'm going to do now, since let's see, number 9, the other little bitty too. Man, there's just no more I can really get out and actually put in here with them. These back here may go in here next go around. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do, since those guys ain't big enough to go in there, since those guys ain't big enough to go in there, I think I'm going to go outside and get those clean ones, and I'm going to bring them in here, and then I'm going to bring some of the baby chicks out and put them in there and give them more room, and we'll kind of see how that goes from there. So it's going to take just a minute to get these things back in here. Oh, I got to find my head, man. What are they doing? I will be back.